Now, the mission of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater St. Louis is to inspire and enable all young people, especially those who need us most, to realize their full potential. And now the nonprofit is welcoming a new president to help them continue just that. So joining us live, we are thrilled to welcome Brandon Williams. Brandon, thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me, Mary. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Well, congratulations. New man in town.
Yes.
But now when it comes to the Boys and Girls Club, this is actually something that you're very familiar with.
I am.
Prior to your role.
I am. I grew up in one of the clubs, Matthews Dickey Boys and Girls Club. I started there at 6 years old, going to the summer camps. Then I started playing football, and it just kind of built from there. Made some lifelong friendships and lifelong mentors as well, some of my coaches. And so it's truly an honor to be able to come back and serve the youth of St. Louis. We serve youth 6 to 18. I have children from 6 to 18 as well. And so for me, it's really a passion. It's really something where I want to dig in and understand what they're going through and create some new innovative ways to engage and connect with them.
That's beautiful. So now you've had your first 24 days in office.
Yes.
How have they been?
Well, I'll say this. One of the things that I told my staff is I want us to live from expectation as opposed to living from experience, right? Because sometimes your experience could be a bad experience. You could have been through something and it's just like, I don't want to ever do this again.
Right.
But let's flip that and say, let's live from expectations. Let's live from what the positive outlooks could possibly be.
Yes.
Some of the ideas that you didn't get to execute over the last 2 or 3 years. Let's put those ideas on the table.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get innovative and creative and just bring some more eyeballs to the things that we are doing.
Oh my goodness. I mean, that in itself is hyping me up. I'm
Come
like,
on, Mary, let's go, let's
we
go.
got this. Do you have anything that's a top priority specifically for this first year?
Yeah, one of the things I've also been saying is people know who we are, but they don't necessarily know what we do. So my focus coming out of the gate is all about people understanding what are our programs, when do they start, where can they connect with us, where can they volunteer, what does being a donor look like, what is the experience actually connecting with us now moving forward, and where can you connect with us? Obviously at bgcstl.org is our website, but that's also our Instagram, also our Facebook and our Twitter or X as it is now. But that is the thing that I'm really focused on, is just elevating that brand, getting to connect with great people like yourself, and be able to tell our story, and that's it.
Well, and also what's beautiful here too is, I mean, you've accomplished so much already in your life, an NFL athlete. So, I mean, bringing that to this realm, I imagine not only being a role model for a lot of the kiddos there, but is that something when it comes to the sports programs? You even mentioned that you started playing football at the Boys and Girls Club. Yeah,
so sports is definitely one of my pillars that I want to lean into as a foundational component, because we pretty much cover every sport that you could possibly think of. Chess, basketball, football, golf, tennis, swimming. We cover every gamut of sports. And so we all know that sports can be a foundational component to teach character, ethics, integrity, teamwork, camaraderie, and just respect. Right? And so these are things that I learned growing up, and these are things that I've seen young men and women who talk about their sports careers. They've leaned into those principles flowing into their career.
Beautiful. Well, we're so excited to have you
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
In St. Louis and here on Show Me St. Louis, I'm sure you'll come back many a times.
Many times.
We can only hope. We're going to have all that information for the Boys and Girls Club of Greater St. Louis right there on your screen.